Riddle, saving the baby elephant. The riddle is based on true events. Evening was approaching. The gloomy sky was covered with clouds. Inspector Goodwin was working in his office. His desk was cluttered with papers, and a couple of empty coffee cups stood nearby. In the dim light of his desk lamp, he methodically filled out reports, dreaming of a break. A sharp phone ring pierced the silence. Goodwin sighed and picked up the receiver. Inspector Goodwin, who's calling? Sir, this is the circus director, Harry, speaking. We have an emergency. A baby elephant fell into a pit at an abandoned construction site near our circus. We need to act quickly, or the poor thing will freeze, or worse. Goodwin immediately jumped up from his desk. An elephant, in a pit? Got it. I'm on my way. He hung up the phone and, nodding to himself, added, I've never pulled an elephant out of a pit before. This is something new. The abandoned construction site looked quite grim. To huge piles of dirt and to pits, like underground traps. In the middle of this chaos, inside one of the pits, the baby elephant, George, was pacing in circles, snorting pitifully. Goodwin approached the edge of the pit and looked around. The only tools available were a couple of logs and a rope. 5 feet deep. How did you manage to fall in here, George? The baby elephant looked at him with sad eyes and continued his habitual circular route along the brick wall of the pit, just as he would in the circus ring. So, you're trained? Huh, the inspector remarked sadly, and the circus must be in a panic without you. There's a show tonight, after all. Inspector Goodwin looked around, hoping to find some kind of solution. The rescuers were delayed, a crane was impossible to find quickly, and the wind was noticeably picking up. The inspector thoughtfully muttered, Archimedes once said, Give me a lever and a place to stand, and I will move the earth. He should have helped me get an elephant out of a pit instead. A couple of hours later, baby George, happy and completely unharmed, was freed from the pit. The inspector patted the elephant and said, Not bad work for a circus performer. Maybe you can also teach the audience how to get out of pits. Baby elephant George cheerfully waved his trunk as if understanding the inspector's joke and headed toward the circus, where he was long awaited. How did Inspector Goodwin get the elephant out of the pit? Answer to the riddle. The huge piles of soil were probably from these holes. There are enough shovels for everyone. The hole was filled with soil in 2 or 3 hours. And the trained elephant, walking in circles, simply packed the dirt down until he found himself on top. A similar incident happened in 1965 during the renovation of the Dresden Zoo and was reported by the press of that time as a funny event with a happy ending.